Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about helping others in our ward families and in our stake families. As consultants, the biggest part of our calling is helping members with their family history work, going into their homes, hopefully, and helping them or meeting with them at the Family History Center to help them with their tree and to help them with their searches or finding names to take to the temples. This is a great opportunity that we have. It's a huge blessing that we have, but it can sometimes be difficult for us if we meet with a family and we haven't looked at their family tree yet. One of the things that we need to do when we set up these appointments is know what their goals are. If they're looking to take names into the temple, if they're looking to just get the basics and get started, or if they have a brick wall that they need help tearing down. As consultants, when you've worked with somebody, you kind of need to get a feel of their tree, of where they are and what they're doing, and look around and dig around in that tree a little bit to give them the best help possible. That can be difficult when you're doing a visit and you haven't seen their tree previously. So helper numbers come in and help alleviate that problem. Every ward member has a helper number. They usually don't know they have a helper number, but they do. The helper number that each of us have is the last 5 digits of our membership number. So if you can get somebody's helper number, ask them to give their helper number. They won't know what it is. You need to explain to them that it's the last 5 digits of their membership number, and you can find that in 3 ways. If they have a temple recommend, that membership number is on the temple recommend, and you can find the last 5 digits there, and then you have their membership or their helper number. The other way you can do it is you can go into lds.org, they have to sign into their account like I have here. And then if they click on the ward directory, LDS.org has added this in recently. So when you go in and find your family's name, here's my cute family, I can click on show record number, and it's going to show the membership number of any one of my families, and I'm going to be able to see their recordship number or their membership number, and there's mine is, and I can get the last 5 digits of that membership number, and there I have the helper number. The other way that we can do this is if I come into my account on FamilySearch, if I've signed into my account on FamilySearch.org and come into settings, that's going to open up my account page is the first thing it's going to open up. And if I scroll down here, there it is. It's my helper number. It's these last 5 numbers or letters, and I can take those helper numbers and give them to anybody. When I have my helper number, what I'm going to be able to do is sign in with somebody else. What they have to give you is they have to give you their username and their helper number. Remind them that their username is the same as their LDS.org account. Sometimes people forget if they haven't used FamilySearch recently that sign-in information is the same. Your LDS.org account sign-in is the same as your FamilySearch sign-in account. So you need their username and their helper number. Once you have that, you can come over here and click Help Others. It's going to open up a page, just a little window like this. You're going to put in their username and their helper number. It's that easy. You can also go full name. It's going to ask for birth dates and years and their helper number. The helper number they're always going to need. I prefer to just go in by username. Just get their username and their helper number, and then you can sign in. I've done this already with my husband's name. So as soon as I do that, it's going to show now, instead of helping others or help others, it's going to say stop helping. And over here, it's going to say I'm your helping Christian shepherd. So I am seeing his FamilySearch page exactly like he sees it, other than Tara Ann Shepherd there. This is what he sees on his FamilySearch page. Remember back over here, this is my FamilySearch page. This is my family. These are my ancestors. These are my relatives here. Over here, because I'm signed in as helping him, these are his family members. If I click on FamilyTree, I'm going to see what he has for his family tree. I can dig around in there and see where he's at, what he's got. Sadly, it's not as much as I would like. We are working on this slowly together. But I'm able to see his family tree now. I can look at it. If he says, I want to extend my father's side, okay, then we can work on this. I can click open any of this and I can add information. That is the one thing about this I want to make very clear to consultants, is that if you do anything on their family tree other than look around, it's going to change it on their family tree. You are signed in as they are. So please don't change anything, don't add anything, but look around and take the opportunity to see where they are. See what they have. If they're looking to take names to the temple, you might want to come and do a fan chart and then work through that descendancy chart to be able to find a name that they can take to the temple. And then when you meet with them, you can show them exactly how you found that name. If they have a brick wall that they're looking at, if we come out here and he's got a brick wall about some of the children of his great-grandmother, I can take a look at that person. I can do some initial research either through FamilySearch or Ancestry.com. And then when I go to them, instead of saying, okay, here it is, it's done, or we're lost, I don't know what you're talking about, I can instead guide them in the direction so that they can find that same information. It's not about doing it for them. This helper number isn't made so that we can do the work for them, but it's made so that we can get a foot in and then be able to lead them to what they want to know. It alleviates some of that dead time when we meet with a family member or a ward family member in their home, and we need 10 or 15 minutes to kind of look through their tree and see where they're at, or what they have or what they don't have, or what they want to do. Especially if they're finding names for the temple. If you're working with the youth, or if you're working with maybe a new member who is trying to find a name to take to the temple, or anybody, that can be, it can be a task sometimes, and it takes some time to find that name. If you have a helper number and you're able to look into their family tree before you meet with them, and then kind of guide them to the direction that you took to find that family name, that gives them a sense of being able to do it themselves, of having success with a project, of being able to then go to the temple, and you've been able to accomplish that in a visit with them, instead of spending the majority of your time familiarizing yourself with their family tree and maybe what they want to do or the direction they need to go with. It all happens by just knowing that family helper number, that member's helper number, and their username. And as soon as I'm done helping him, I just click this out and say, yeah, I'm done helping. And then I'm out of his family tree and I'm back into my FamilySearch, and I can go back to working on whatever I want to do. But it's a great tool. As consultants, our biggest job is to go into ward members' homes and to be able to help them with their family tree. This gives us the opportunity to do that without having a cold visit. A great thing that I had the experience of learning while I was at BYU Idaho Education Week was learning from a class there. And one of the things that he taught, that he's a professor at BYU Idaho, and he's also a family history consultant. What he does is he makes up these little strips and he gives them to members in his ward, and he'll say, hey, you know what? I want to help you find a name to take to the temple. Would that be okay with you if I help you find a name to take to the temple for the next time you go to the temple? Most members are going to say, absolutely, please help me find a name to the temple, take to the temple. He hands them a little sheet of paper that asks for their username and their helper number and tells them how to find it. And he gives it to them. They fill it out. They give it back to him. And he says, okay, I'm going to do some work. I'm going to do some initial rundown. I'm going to help find a name for you. And then I want to meet with you and show you how I did it. And success rate through the roof. I thought it was a brilliant strategy. I've adopted it. I've made a sheet similar to that. I'm going to attach that to this email so that you guys can see that sheet and be able to maybe incorporate that idea into some of your strategies when you're working with your ward. You don't have to do it, but I think it's a great tool and you can tweak it and use it however you'd like, but I want to make that available to you. Helper numbers, usernames gives us access and lets us be able to help members in our ward and in our stake break through and have those family history opportunities that kind of hook them in and get them to catch the spirit of Elijah so that they can go forward excited about their own work. That's the video for today. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm at the center on Tuesday evenings. You can email me or call me anytime you want to. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to talking to you later. Thanks. Bye.